Alright class, so we are back again with another class in session. We are still going over the book for natural healing. That C-U-R-E-S word is right here, but I'm going to substitute it for healing because I don't want to get banned or anything like that. However, let's see what we're going to read and study today. Last week we did acne. This time we're going to do, I never heard of this, adrenal fatigue. Adrenal fatigue. Have y'all heard of adrenal fatigue? Let's look at that. Let's see if I'm even pronouncing that correctly. I can't sign in. Oh, what's it say? What is going on? Alright, adrenal fatigue. I want to see if I'm pronouncing it right. Y'all comment down below if you've heard of this word.
Adrenal fatigue.
That's it, adrenal fatigue. Page 17. How y'all doing today? Y'all having a good day? I hope so. I hope so. I'm having a wonderful, productive day. All right, adrenal fatigue. Adrenal fatigue is one of the most underrated causes of ill health and disease in America and in other population groups around the world. Wow, that's the first sentence of this. I'm gonna read that over again. I've never heard of adrenal fatigue. For those who have, put it down in the comment. Even if you've been diagnosed with it, put it down in the comments. I want to see how common this is. Okay, we're gonna read over this part again because that was a staple. That was a big part. Adrenal fatigue is one of the most common, underrated causes of ill health and disease in America and other population groups around the world. Although it is no longer recognized by mainstream medicine, it has become accepted by holistic doctors and practitioners as a real disorder. This condition is characterized by the body's inability. I should have closed my balcony door. Sorry y'all if y'all hear cars and stuff riding by here. All right. Let me close this door. All right. This condition is characterized by the body's inability to cope with physical, emotional, and mental stress the way a healthy mind and body are normally able to. Wow. Hold on, let me run that back because this actually needs to... Okay, I'm just running it back. This condition is characterized by the body's inability to cope with physical, emotional, and mental stress the way a healthy mind and body are normally able to. This sets the stage for chronic fatigue, chronic infections, cognitive problems, imbalanced immune system, joint and muscle deterioration, and the inability to control inflammation. Wow! Adrenal fatigue. Let me put this in my notes because this is something that a lot of people deal with. Now that I read it, like as adults, it's so many people. You just go around and you ask your friends and your family, like how often do you guys ask your friends and family how you doing? And not on a surface level type of thing. Like you actually ask them, hey, how you doing mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally? And allow them to talk and break it down to you on how they're feeling. Most adults, I'm sure a lot of teens do as well too, but most adults deal with these stresses and they're just going through life not knowing how to cope with these things, and then you end up dealing with brain fog, inability to think irrationally and make the proper decisions for yourself. That's crazy. Adrenal fatigue. And the mainstream medicine stop recognizing it, but holistic doctors have recognized that as a real disorder. It's known as a disorder. Ain't that something? Let me get my notes. Adrenal fatigue. Y'all, this is so exciting to me to be learning about my body and just going over these things. Like, it's some things that I've looked up in here, but I have not gone through everything, and just going through all of this is very eye-opening, and I'm actually glad that I'm able to do it with y'all. I need to buy some more notebooks. I done wrote in all my journals and notebooks. They all just about damn near filled up. All of them is filled up all the way. I need some more. Tell me what you want from me. Take a look at what you see. Let me know if this right here something you can have for years. Tell me what you want from me. I love me some 90s music, baby. Adrenal fatigue. Get out the way, computer. Adrenal fatigue. All right, y'all. Let's get recording. Yeah. Okay. Adrenal fatigue also, it causes inflammation in here. Like, it causes you to have the inability to control inflammation. Let me read over that paragraph again. This condition is characterized by the body's inability to cope with physical, emotional, and mental stress the way a healthy mind and body are normally able to. This sets the stage for chronic fatigue, chronic infections, cognitive problems, imbalanced immune system, joint and muscle deterioration, and the inability to control inflammation. Interestingly, the conventional establishment used to recognize adrenal fatigue under a different name, hypodrenia. Let me see if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Y'all, this is so fun to me. Yeah, I pronounced it correctly. Hypodrenia. This medical term means underfunction or low functioning adrenal glands. Now conventional medicine only recognizes Addison's disease, a disorder characterized by the adrenal glands' inability to produce enough of the stress hormone cortisol and often of the hormone aldosterone. Aldosterone. Okay. Now conventional medicine only recognizes Addison's disease, a disorder characterized by the adrenal glands' inability to produce enough of the stress hormone cortisol and often of the hormone aldosterone. This can lead to a breakdown of the body and even cause an acute health crisis. Adrenal fatigue refers to low adrenal gland functioning, but is not as severe as Addison's disease. So at one end of the spectrum of adrenal gland functioning, you have Addison's disease, and at the other end, optimum adrenal function. The area in between could be referred to as some degree of adrenal fatigue. The triangular shaped adrenal gland. Let me Google and see what the adrenal gland look like. This is so freaking cool. It's in your belly. The adrenal glands are two triangular-shaped glands located on the top of each kidney. It's located at the top of each kidney. The triangular-shaped adrenal glands, which are located on the top of your kidneys, have two sections. The adrenal cortex is the outer part of the gland. It produces life-sustaining hormones such as cortisol, pregnenolone. If I'm saying that wrong, correct me down at the bottom. Pregnenolone and dihydroepiandrosterone. What the fuck? That word long as hell. Oh shit. I said I was gonna stop cursing, my bad, y'all. Y'all, this word's so long.
Dihydroepiandrosterone.
Yeah, that. Let y'all hear that again.
Dihydroepiandrosterone.
Dihydroepiandrosterone. I don't even understand. Y'all, for y'all doctors that's out there, help me understand why y'all gotta make these big behind words for something that could be explained so simply with just one small little word. Help me understand that. Or y'all just want to make it difficult for the regular population to understand. These three hormones support the body's response to stress, and aldosterone helps regulate blood pressure. The glands in the portion known as the medulla produces adrenaline, which also help the body respond to stress. Our experience treating tens of thousands of patients is that most people with chronic fatigue and chronic illness have some degree of adrenal fatigue, and by treating adrenal fatigue holistically, one can achieve recovery more effectively. In some conditions, it takes improved adrenal function to achieve any noticeable improvement at all. Okay. The symptoms. The symptoms of adrenal fatigue is fatigue or exhaustion, lightheadedness upon standing up, low blood pressure, mood swings, especially irritability, low libido, poor concentration, poor memory, frequent infections, low back pain, salt and or sugar cravings, inability to lose or gain weight despite appropriate diet changes, poor response to any type of stress, blood sugar imbalance, low or high, joint and muscle aches, slow reflexes. Okay. Root causes: prolonged mental, emotional, or physical stress, nutrient deficiencies, sleep disorders, chronic illness, chronic infections, steroid medication, overexercising, sugar menopause. Oh, it says sugar menopause. Surgical menopause, chronic pain, digestive illness, cholesterol that's too low, anemia. Okay, let's read this case study. It says, a randomized, double-blind, placebo-controlled study was conducted to investigate ashwagandha's effects on reducing stress and anxiety in adults. Those taking ashwagandha exhibited a significant reduction in scores on stress assessment testing compared to placebo group. In addition, blood cholesterol levels were significantly reduced. Adverse infections were mild and similar in both groups. Nope, adverse effects were mild and similar in both groups. So ashwagandha, I actually have ashwagandha tea. Let me make some right now because I probably be dealing with some of that fatigue. I probably deal with adrenal fatigue. Yes, baby, let me drink some of that ashwagandha tea. Ashwagandha, what's up? Oh, I just got one more. I'm gonna buy me some more ashwagandha. Wow. Ashwagandha helps with adrenal fatigue. Oh, baby. Learning about the body is such a beautiful thing. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. So, let me show you guys. So I got this ashwagandha tea from actually a herbal spot. It's the Buddha tea, but they have different collections. Ashwagandha tea is actually not too bad. So yeah, try it out. All right, y'all. I got my ashwagandha tea. Gotta cool down. All right. So the treatment for adrenal fatigue. Diet, recommended food. Consume smaller, more frequent whole food meals throughout the day. Consume adequate protein with meals, especially breakfast. Blood sugar fluctuations put more stress on the adrenal glands. Consume pH balancing fruits and vegetables. These include potassium-rich foods such as apples, avocados, coconut milk, and water. Use salts such as sea salt or Celtic salt for good adrenal functioning. However, keep your intake of sodium below 2,000 milligrams daily. Consume good fats such as olive oil and coconut oil. Again, that little pinch of salt in your water, you're good to go. Foods to avoid. Avoid sugars and refined carbohydrates, which cause blood sugar swings and stress the adrenal glands. Also, avoid artificial sweeteners and preservatives. I need to stop. I need to slow down with eating the rice and the noodles and stuff. I eat a lot of rice. Slow down with eating that. All right. Super 7 prescriptions, adrenal fatigue. Super prescription number 1, ashwagandha. Take 250 milligrams of a standardized extract 1 to 2 times daily. This antigenetic herb adaptogenic.
Adaptogenic.
Okay. Take 250 milligrams of a standardized extract 1 to 2 times daily. This adaptogenic herb helps with the symptoms of adrenal fatigue, including fatigue, anxiety, and insomnia. It also promotes DHEA and cortisol balance. Let's go to ashwagandha here in the back of the book so you guys can see. So ashwagandha, the medical uses for ashwagandha is stress, immune support, memory enhancement, and osteoarthritis. I think I'm saying that right. Asian anemia and fatigue. Parts that's used is the root. It can be used in the form of a tincture, capsule. Side effects, none known. Comments, it's an excellent stress hormone balancer. There you go for ashwagandha. Again, that study showed that majority of the people who use the ashwagandha tea, besides the people where it was a placebo effect, they had a better, let's see, in addition, blood cholesterol levels were significantly reduced. Ashwagandha, those taking ashwagandha exhibited a significant reduction in scores on stress assessment testing compared to the placebo group. In addition, blood cholesterol levels were significantly reduced. Adverse effects were mild and similar in both groups. All right, there you go. So super prescription number 2, Rhodolia. Rhodiola. Okay. Take 300 milligrams daily for a 3% Rosavine's extract to support normal adrenal function. Rosavine's, Rhodolia. Let's see if Rhodolia is in here. I never heard of Rhodolia. No, it's not in here. Is it? Let me see what's in there. Okay, it's the flower. It's a yellow flower. Okay. Super prescription number 3, licorice roots. Take 500 milligrams 2 to 3 times daily to support low cholesterol levels. Caution if you have high blood sugar. All right, licorice roots. Let's go to licorice so you guys can see all the benefits of licorice. Which, if you guys need some licorice, again, the link is down in the bio. I like me some licorice. So licorice is used for medical purposes such as immune system support, antiviral, coughs, sores, digestive tract inflammation, heartburn, adrenal gland support, liver support, anti-inflammatory, asthma, chronic fatigue syndrome, ulcers, reflux, hepatitis, shingles. There you go. The root is used. It can be used in a tincture, tea, capsule, and cream. Potential side effects. Large amounts can lead to water retention and thus increase blood pressure. So avoid if you have high blood pressure. Avoid during pregnancy. Comments: it's sweet tasting. It reduces toxicity and increases the effectiveness of other herbs. Used as a topical gel for cold sores. Okay, so it increases the effectiveness of other herbs. So it's good to basically mix licorice in with other herbs if you're making like a herbal conjunction, so that it can help those other herbs do its job better. Okay. So we got licorice on there. Super prescription number 4, adrenal glandular.
Adrenal gland.
That's not what it said on here, but it's basically the adrenal gland. Take one tablet or capsule 3 times daily to nourish your adrenal glands. I guess the adrenal glandular, that is that's basically a supplement. Yeah, it's a pill, little tablet form, capsule form. All right, super prescription number 5, vitamin C. Take 1,000 milligrams 2 to 3 times daily to support adrenal hormone production. Super prescription number 6, B complex. Take 50 to 100 milligrams daily to support normal adrenal function. Super prescription number 7.
Eleutherococcus. Eleutherococcus.
Eleutherococcus.
Eleutherococcus.
Okay, eleutherococcus extract. That's super prescription number 7. Take 100 to 300 milligrams daily to support improvement of adrenal gland function. Let me see if that's up in here. That's a word. You know how somebody say that's a head on you? These are words. That's the word. Right? When they say that's a head on you, boy, you got a head on you, and you got a big ass head. That's how I feel about these words. General recommendations. DHEA is available over the counter. Typical doses are 15 milligrams to 50 milligrams daily. Use under the guidance of your holistic doctor if your levels are low. Pantothenic acid is a B vitamin that supports adrenal health. Take 50 milligrams 1 to 2 times daily. Magnesium is often deficient in those with adrenal gland. Take 250 milligrams twice daily. Maca root is a known adaptogen that supports adrenal function. Take 50 milligrams twice daily. Stress reduction. Since adrenal fatigue often occurs as a result of chronic stress, it is imperative to incorporate daily stress reducing techniques into your lifestyle. That can be such as meditation, prayer, sitting back listening to meditation music. Like when you wake up, don't look at social media. Turn on some meditation music. When you go to sleep, I sleep with meditation music on so it can help my body to stay in a nice, peaceful state of being. So even when I do wake up, I'm still nice, peaceful, and calm. All right. Other recommendations: acupuncture and Chinese herbal therapy offer benefits for those with adrenal fatigue. Consult with the qualified practitioner. Chiropractic improves the nerve flow to the adrenal glands. Consult with a qualified practitioner. Homeopathic treatment, individualized specifically for your symptoms, is very effective. Consult with a qualified practitioner. Nutritional 7, therapy, I think that's what it is, or 5. Nutritional 5, what's the numbers? Four. No. 5. No. That Roman numeral for the number 4. Okay, that's number 4. Okay. Nutritional for therapy Utilizing nutrients such as B vitamins, minerals, and vitamin C is extremely helpful for those with adrenal fatigue. See a holistic doctor for treatment. Bioidentical hormone replacement from a holistic doctor is useful for those with severe adrenal fatigue. Bioidentical hormone replacement. Bioidentical hormone replacement therapy uses hormones that have the same molecular structure as those naturally produced by the body. It's often used to manage menopause symptoms and other hormone-related issues. Okay. Let's look at some other two case studies. So, a different double-blind, placebo-controlled trial involving ashwagandha extract found those taking the supplement experienced a 79% reduction in fatigue. In addition, there were reductions in stress, anxiety, irritability, inability to concentrate, and forgetfulness. These factors did not change in the placebo group. Finally, serum cholesterol levels decreased by 24.2% and DHEA levels increased by 32.2% for those supplementing ashwagandha, demonstrating a adrenal function benefit. So ashwagandha, that's another study with ashwagandha. I gotta go buy me some more ashwagandha. Let me taste it, baby. Well, I already know what it tastes like. I only had one more pack left of the ashwagandha tea, but I drank it like early part of the year. And I do feel back balanced because the early part of the year, your girl was going through it. All right, double-blind crossover trial involving 56 young healthy physicians who worked the night shift. Total fatigue index scores were significantly improved after 2 weeks of taking Rhodiola rosea extract. Mental performance parameters were also improved in the treatment group. No side effects were reported. Guys, for these studies that were done, you can find them at the Journal of American Nutritional Association and the Indian Journal of Psychological Medicine and Phytomedicine. So guys, if you want to double check, fact check those studies that were done, you can go Google those places and look them up. But outside of that, guys, that is your adrenal fatigue. Very interesting. This was my first time learning about it. I hope it was interesting to you guys. I hope y'all got some good information off of it, because I know I did. And I'm gonna go get me some ashwagandha tea. Until next time, well, I'm gonna go get me some more ashwagandha herbs. But until next time, y'all, remember, I am not your doctor.